Good morning, Bert, Ogden Arena fans. I'm April Marie. Thank you so much for joining us once again on BOA Insider. And today, let me tell you guys something. We're constantly bringing you guys all of the exclusive content. And today, I get the pleasure of interviewing the one and only Kofi Kingston, that happens to be the first Jamaican WWE wrestler in history. Is that correct?
Well, it's actually a little incorrect. The funny thing is I played a Jamaican character on TV when I first came out, and a lot of people thought, because I put on my accent, Kofi Kingston from Kingston, Jamaica, when you're from right near the beach, Kofi Kingston, trouble in paradise, I put on the facade that I was from Jamaica, and it took off, which was, it was a good thing because it was a character that had never been played before on WWE television. I am, however, the first African-born WWE superstar and the first African-born WWE champion. So I made up for I made up for it. I made up for it. So it's all good.
So, but I love it. And thank you so much for joining us. Obviously, we already know that you have a super busy schedule. So the fact that you've made time this morning is fabulous. But where are you at currently? I see you got your little studio set up, everything ready to go.
Oh, I'm actually at my house right now. I'm at my house, and it's funny because we talk about like social media sometimes where you see a picture, but it doesn't reflect what accurately is going on. I'm actually in a room right now. We had a lot of cleanup, so my wife and I just had our first daughter a week ago yesterday, and we had to clean up the house and everything, and essentially we kept putting a whole bunch of like items into one room. So right now, like you're seeing like a nice clean shot, but all around us right now, I've got there's a plant pot over here, some display over here, boxes over here, and it's chaos outside the frame here. But we do what we can with the zoom. I keep trying to shift my camera over too because you can see like the little pillow on the it's out of place. So I'm trying to shift it out of the frame, but it's all good. I'm at the house. It's all good.
That's what matters the most because it shows people that you're just like one of us. You're relatable,
Yes.
you know? You're
Yeah.
screaming at the same time. There's reality behind the whole image. So
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
getting ready to come down to the Burdock Gin Arena. You have a huge main event scheduled for this Saturday as you're getting ready to take on Roman Reigns and the Usos. That's going to be the main event for Saturday. So, what are you looking forward to the most, and what can fans expect for this Saturday evening?
Well, the energy is off the charts because Roman Reigns and the Usos, they call themselves the Bloodline. They're actually related. The Usos are twin brothers. Roman Reigns is their cousin, and they have, oh, there goes something falling. Whoop, catch it, catch it. Okay. Something's about to fall over here. But yeah, it's something that, these guys have really hit their stride, man. Roman Reigns, over the past year, has developed his character. He calls himself the tribal chief, and they're all from Samoa. They're all Samoans, and they've just taken off. They have such amazing chemistry because they're actually family. Again, like Jimmy and Jay being twin brothers, their chemistry has always been on point, and we've always had great matches with them between them and us, the New Day, myself, Woods, and Xavier and Big E. But now with Roman, it's just awesome, because you have us, and I don't want to toot my own horn, but some might call us the greatest tag team of all time. We were actually voted the greatest tag team of all time on WWE.com. No big deal. I'm not tooting my own horn. That's what they wrote. But for us to be going up against the Bloodline and Roman Reigns being where he is as Universal Champion, it's great. It's awesome. It's it's going to be an awesome match.
No, it's super exciting. Tons of fans have been flooding our Instagram, DMs, everything. They're excited for you guys to come down. These types of events always do so well in the Valley because you guys have a huge fan base down here. But talk about your experience. You have been doing this for a while now. I want to say around 14 years and
I
going.
know.
So
Ooh, yeah.
walk us through that because this clearly did not happen overnight. This has been something that you've been really working towards.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, this has always been my childhood dream. When I was a kid, I always used to watch guys like Shawn Michaels and Rey Mysterio and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, and they motivated me to even try to do this. I was enthralled. We used to have like Saturday Morning Superstars, which was a wrestling series that would come on every Saturday. I would watch religiously, and then I'd go to school and I'd pretend to be wrestlers. You know what I mean? And then when the Attitude Era took off in high school, everybody wanted to be the Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin, and I was like, wait a minute, like wrestling is my thing. It doesn't belong to all of you, you know. But even then, I was a huge fan, and obviously throughout college. And then I just decided to follow my dream, where I think that there's a lot of people in this world who never like make an honest attempt at trying to follow their dream because of whatever reason, you know what I mean? Like they don't believe in themselves. They don't believe that they can actually do it. They don't know how to do it. You have to work in a certain field and you want to just make money, whatever the reason is, you get to a certain point in your life. And you look back and you say, hey, did I do this the right way? And if that answer is no, like that's a problem. So for me, I just wanted to like make sure that that didn't happen. So after I graduated college, I just decided to follow my dream, and I'm so glad that I did because I've been able to travel the world, meet so many incredible people, do so many incredible things, go to different countries, it's just been an amazing experience all around. So I always tell anybody out there with a dream you owe it to yourself to at least try. Because when I was a kid, I wanted to be the WWE champion. And 2 years ago in 2019, I was actually able to make that dream come true. So a lot of luck and a lot of hard work, a lot of right place, right time. But if I didn't have the courage to follow that dream, then I don't know what I'd be doing. I probably wouldn't be enjoying my life. So yeah, I just tell people to go out there and try to do what it is that you love to do because it's so rewarding if you achieve that goal.
And you know what? Your message right now just resonates so deeply with me because I feel like I have the exact same type of personality. And it's so funny because I just had a conversation with somebody about their dream and I asked him, what's your dream? And he was like, oh, I think I want to be a teacher. And I said, no, what is your dream? Like, what do you want to do? He's like, oh, well, I'd want to be a magician. I said, there it is.
There
That's
it
my
is.
dream. You know,
Yeah.
so it's so cool that even at a young age, you saw yourself doing this. I think it speaks a lot also into manifesting and really working towards what you want. And that kind of leads into my next question. You mentioned yourself, you kind of idolize these wrestlers growing up and wanting to be like them. So what about the younger audience, all of those younger eyes that are constantly looking at you? Again, they're the ones that are the main ones that fill up these seats that are right behind me. So what type of advice would you give them aside from following their dreams? Because there's work behind that.
Yeah, it's just to believe in yourself no matter what. We're always told that you can be whatever you want to be. When you're a kid, that's all that everyone ever tells you throughout your school. And then when you become an adult and you start doing things that are like outside the box and that aren't standard to what everybody else is doing, then all of a sudden people like tell you to put the brakes on and they tell you like, oh no, like you can't be a WWE superstar. You're not big enough. You're not tall enough. Man, you don't, you're not charismatic enough, and they'll tell you all these things. And I don't think it's like to bring you down, but it's that people have the mentality of like not believing in themselves. So you have to believe in yourself to the point where no matter what anybody says, you know what you're capable of. And you just go out there and you do it. And if it doesn't work out, you find another way. Like I always say, if you're trying to get into a house and it's like the door's locked, oh, how can I get in? Maybe I'll go around to the back. Oh, the back door's locked. Okay, maybe I'll get in through the window. Oh, the window's locked. Maybe I'll make like Santa Claus and go down the chimney. But I'm getting in this house. You know what I'm saying? You just figure out a way to do it. But it only happens if you actually start taking those steps towards what it is that you want to do. And for me, that is the best part of what I do, is to be able to, like, we do a lot of like work with charity, or we'll go to like a high school or a middle school and talk to kids about like anti-bullying, or just like following their dreams. And these are kids who like listen to what we have to say. So I can look around and I can see like light bulbs going off, and I tell people like where I came from and like how I was on the other side of this microphone, and I was the one sitting in the crowd watching other people give these presentations and telling me that I could be whatever I wanted to be. And only because I chose to believe it and pursue it, that's the only reason that it happened. So it's up to us to really follow that dream, right? It's up to us to take those steps, man. Like you gotta act and take steps forward towards what it is that you want. Otherwise, you're never gonna get it. So a long-winded message for the people out there, but yeah, just to believe in themselves.
Correct. And I don't mean to cut you off, but these conversations are important because had somebody not, inspired you growing up, that might have not, been something that you kind of would have thought to yourself, am I capable of doing it? So the
Mhm.
fact that you continue to go out into these schools, unfortunately, there's a lot of kids who don't receive that same type of encouragement at
Yeah.
home. So to hear it from somebody like you and a man of color who's showing people, you know what, like, hey, you don't have to be what society thinks you are or what you.
Exactly.
So I think that speaks volumes. That's
Yeah.
phenomenal. But we did have the opportunity to ask, like I said, a lot of fans reaching out to us. They're wanting to ask us some questions,
Ooh.
and I actually have them here. This is from J Salazar 10. Would you ever turn on New Day?
Oh man, we start off the question with what we call a wedge driver. You know, you want to drive a wedge into something that's so beautiful. The New Day, we're the greatest tag team of all time. You know, we are guys who have had the longest reigning tag team championship reign in the history of WWE. We've won, I think we have the record for like the most tag team championship title reigns too. If not, we're coming up on that. Big E's become WWE champion at the top of the mountain. I've been WWE champion at the top of the mountain, achieving my childhood dream. Xavier Woods becoming the king of the ring and achieving his childhood dream. And we've done it together. And now we got people out here that want to break that apart. Why? Why? You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
people like the drama. So you know what, J
Yeah.
10, the answer is no.
A
No.
hard no.
Hard.
Hard no. Yeah.
Okay, moving on. This is from underscore homie dot underscore dot Jawan underscore, very long. Are there plans for Kofi Mania 2 down the road?
Well, the funny thing is that Kofi Mania 1 wasn't even planned. It just kind of happened. It's really up to the people. For those who don't know, when I got my opportunity to compete for the WWE Championship for the first time, I was 11 years deep into this career. I never had a chance to wrestle for the WWE title. Been United States champion for a few times and Intercontinental champion a lot, tag team champion a lot, but the actual like WWE championship, I never had the chance to compete for it until 2019 when somebody got hurt and I replaced them in a match. And then the people just had this groundswell of getting behind me and wanting me to be in that position. So it wasn't planned. It wasn't something that the writers said like, hey, after we're not going to let you sniff the WWE championship for 11 years. And then on the 11th year, we're going to finally give you that push. That wasn't supposed to happen. It was only because I stayed in the game and I kept on, doing the best that I could with the scraps that I was given that I was kind of like put into a position where people had the confidence in me to be the WWE champion, to be the face of the company. And that's the way that it happened. So I mean, like I said, Kofi Mania 1 wasn't planned. It just kind of happened. So, yeah.
No, especially with the momentum that you have and the fan base that you have, I can definitely see it happening again. You got to
Yeah.
put it into fruition.
Put it out there. Affirmation, baby. Yes.
For sure. Okay, and this is from Felici21. Which is better, Raw or SmackDown?
Whatever show that the New Day is on, it becomes the better show. Whatever show that myself, Woods, and E are on right now, E is on Raw, and me and Woods are on SmackDown. So, yeah, both shows are tremendous. You know, E's leading the way as the WWE champion. Woods is the king of the ring right now. Me is the hand of the king. You know, we're doing our thing. So, regardless of what show people go to watch, they're going to get a great show because you have so many incredible performers on there that are always putting forth their best effort to make sure that the people leave with an experience they will never forget.
No, and what I love about this entire conversation is we got a little bit of everything. Fans clearly know that now Kofi is completely 1000% loyal. Okay, so he's not
Yeah.
he is who he is. You're a wonderful individual. I love what you're doing for the community. I love what you're doing for the younger generations. Continue to do that because that's so important. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of people in this world who still believe in the mindset of actually dreaming.
Yeah.
So again, this conversation to me means a lot. I'm taking a lot from it, so I can only imagine for all of those watching at home. But we definitely encourage fans to still purchase tickets. They're still available at the box office.
Mhm.
We want this whole arena behind us, sold out,
Sold out,
especially the
baby.
main event. I'm gonna be there. I'm super stoked. Congratulations once again on your new addition to your
Thank you.
family, and thank you for taking the time to speak to me. But I also had a question. Where
Yeah.
can fans follow you? Do you have a social media
Oh
account?
yeah.
Where can
Yeah,
they follow
yeah, I'm on the Instagram and the Twitter at True Kofi on both. So if you want to follow me and hear what I have to say, see the pictures that I post, see what's going on in my world. The other day I wore a full SpongeBob outfit. Little spoiler alert. I had some SpongeBob shorts on with a SpongeBob shirt that had his face on it, and I looked like SpongeBob. So I'm really proud of that. So if you like things like that, then follow me. And if you don't, still follow me because I could use the followers.
Yeah, and we'll definitely promote your page on all of our social media accounts as well. But thank you so much to everybody who tuned in to today's BOA Insider with the one and only Kofi. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it. God bless you, and we will see you next time.
Right on. Thank you for having me on.